Good blessings, brothers and sisters in this truth. You know, they got a lot of crazy stuff going on, which seems to be the norm. And the truth, it's still not getting accepted amongst all this chaos. You know, but it is grateful to see that a lot of people are waking up. A lot of deception behind entertainment, gossip, shows, and a whole bunch of irrelevant things that we indulge our time with. Therefore, we ourselves become irrelevant. You know, because if you are strengthening your mind, strengthening your importance, then the relevant stuff seems to be what it is irrelevant stuff. But that's the whole meaning of being lost. You know, you don't know what's coming or going. You know, the irrelevant makes sense because it's what you're accustomed to partaking in, this false reality of acceptance, the Aleister Crowley law. Do what thy will. Which do what thy will, I wanted to say that coincides so much with this, what I'm trying to bring right here in this situation. You know, this Nambla law, North American Man-Boy Love Association, a Nambla logo, the capital M and the lowercase b symbolizes a man and a boy. Founded December 2nd, 1978. Founder Dave Thorsten. It reads, the North American Man-Boy Love Association, Nambla, is a pedophile advocacy organization in the United States. It works to abolish age of consent laws, criminalizing adult sexual involvement with minors, and campaigns for the release of men who have been jailed for sexual contacts with minors that did not involve coercion. The group no longer holds regular national meetings and is of late 1990s to avoid local police infiltration. The organization discouraged the formation of local chapters. Around 1995, an undercover detective discovered there were 1,100 people on the organization's rolls. In 1997, Nambla was the largest group in IPCE, an international pro-pedophile activist organization. Since then, the organization has dwindled to only a handful of people, with many members joining online pedophile networks such as Dan Peedle, Boy Chat, and Anna Belay, according to Xavier Von Erich, Director of Operations at the anti-pedophile organization Perverted Justice. As of 2005, a newspaper report stated that Nambla was based in New York and in San Francisco. It's a whole bunch of madness, whole bunch of chaos, whole bunch of lawlessness, no order. Like it says in scripture, as of the days of Noah. And that's and them days is coming because history is gonna repeat itself. Because we constantly praise and worship these same ancient false gods and idols that our ancestors were believing in. Goals and positions. Nambla's website states that it is a political, civil rights, and educational organization whose goal is to end the extreme oppression of men and boys in mutually consensual relationships. Wow. Man, that's just disgusting. But evidently ain't nobody saying nothing wrong with this, because it's constantly being overlooked. But it's right here. It's right here. It's right in your face. Simple and plain. It's right in your face. But once again, we indulge ourselves in the irrelevant. So we don't see the things hidden in plain sight. And sometimes it's not even hidden. It's just in plain sight. It's that arrogant now. You know, it's coming. It's that beast system is rising. Back to the article. Supporting and promoting man-boy relationships. The organization says that when consensual, these relationships are not harmful or amount to child sexual abuse. They cite a controversial paper by Rand. That makes no sense. This right here is what Disney's about. They put these things in Disney, these little secret, perverted little messages in the little Disney movies. It's been going on. You know, they conning us on the entertainment of our children. That's a low blow. That's coward, and that's the system we in, a coward system. It's a loser system. It ain't no morals. It ain't no sense of morality. It's do what thy will. Age of consent reform. What Nambla describes as empowerment of youth in all areas, not just the sexual. Opposition to corporal punishment, kidnapping, and rape. In achieving these goals, Nambla aims to cooperate with the mainstream LGBT community and women's liberation movements. Did y'all hear that? Once again, let me run that back. In achieving these goals, Nambla aims to cooperate with the mainstream LGBT community and women's liberation movements. Onel R. Soto, a San Diego Union Tribune writer, wrote in February 2005, law enforcement officials and mental health professionals say that while Nambla's membership numbers are small, the group has dangerous ripple effect through the internet and sanctioning the behavior of those who would abuse children. It's right here. Let me bring that down so y'all can see that. This is right here in plain sight. Man, protect your kids. Pay attention to what they doing. You know, you didn't put in a lot of time, and that's your investment is your kids. You see? That's your main investment. Because if you really raise your child right, your child gonna come back and make sure you gonna be right as a parent. When they get older, the cycle's gonna come. You gonna get old, and that child, how you build that child, is gonna have him exercising or she exercising ready, you know, to honor you when you get older. That's in the commandments. Honor your mother and your father. But yeah, that's the Nambla law. Feel free to research it, oppose it. You know, myself, I don't even get into. I don't do the politics. You know, You know, that politics is irrelevant. You know, I'm just meaning I don't vote. I don't do any of that. But my vote is for the Most High. That's for my vote. You know, man has failed us. That's what man does. You know, we was created by the Most High. Nambla, North American Man-Boy Love Association. And pretty soon, I'm sure y'all gonna hear about it. It low key being okay throughout the United States. But they probably mentioned it a little bit on your little local news channel, but they'll give you a little snippet of it on the little news, but then they won't dig into it much. It won't be no long drawn out understanding over the news when they do present something outrageous. They'll just decorate it in a form that, oh, okay, that's, it's really not a big deal. And then they'll go on to something else that's really not relevant, and they'll spend a whole bunch of time on that. Y'all know how they do. Y'all know how the news do. That's even if they even mention of it being passed as a law throughout the states. But it's on the surface. They pushing. Pay attention. Wake up. Watch your children. All praises to the Most High, and keep your lamps filled with light.